I don't do intros. How you guys doing today? Doing alright today. Today I'm bringing you my first, not my first invasion build, definitely not my first. My first remade build. If you guys don't know, unfortunately, I had over 2,000 hours of making PvP builds in this game. And then all of my builds unfortunately got deleted because I reverted my save by accident. If you guys want to know exactly what happened, you can watch my video. It's titled "I Lost All My Builds," and the situation is in there. But since then, I haven't been slouching. There's been a ton of support coming out of that video. That video has almost over 400 views, and there's a ton of likes and there's a ton of comments. I just want to thank you guys for all the positive support. Me getting back into the game and not being super demoralized and depressed about losing all my builds, because you know, at the end of the day, I wanted to make all those builds to make content out of them for videos, and it was a huge setback, and I really was anxious about it. I thought, man, I'm not going to be able to look at this game anymore. It's not going to feel the same to me. I hope it doesn't ruin my Elden Ring experience. It would have if I didn't make that video. If I didn't make that video, I would not have touched the game for a long time because I just would have been too depressed to touch it. But after that video, you know, all the nice comments and stuff like that, it's really helped, man. It's really helped. So today I'm bringing you a product of all the support from that video. You guys might remember a while ago I had a level 20 character that I invaded with. His name was Scumbag because he was a scumbag. He was a very mean build that tended to targeted people who just started the game, or people, you know. I built him with the idea that I would be killing hosts that were summoning max level phantoms into their game to carry them through the game, and that was my idea behind the Scumbag build. He was a level 20 character that I dumped all of my points into Vigor on, so he was a tanky menace. That's basically what he was. This build started out not quite as mean as that one, but it gradually got way more meaner. Mainly because Scumbag didn't have as many bleed options as this build does. This build is a thematic build. As you can see, I'm dressed like a werewolf, like a wolf man, and yeah, it's a pretty fun build. I like it. It's aesthetic. It's fun, and I don't know. What more can I say about this build? Let me just talk about the idea behind the build. Alright, so, the idea is that there is a werewolf who is hunting down, not really a werewolf. I shouldn't say werewolf. I should say either lycanthrope or wolfman. The term werewolf is kind of strange, right? Because it can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. I'm a huge horror fan. I love horror movies. I'm a absolute horror movie nerd. You can name a horror movie, I've probably seen it. I can tell you lots of things about it. Werewolves are a big thing to me. Because I think werewolves, my personal opinion, you don't have to, you know, you don't have to agree with me or anything like that, but in my personal opinion, a werewolf or a wolfman or a lycanthrope, they should be portrayed as monsters. Half man, half wolf, insatiable beast, a cursed man, right? In my opinion. A lot of people think werewolf and they think like, God forbid, they fucking think they think like Twilight. You know, when people actually turn into wolves instead of you know, being half man and half wolf. I think a werewolf should be half man, half wolf, and be an absolutely terrifying flesh-eating monster. It should be a horror thing. It shouldn't be romanticized. It shouldn't be, you know, fantasized. It should. Werewolves belong in the horror genre, and they should have more horror movies about them. That's what I would say. That being said, also I kind of made my character after a wolfman. Essentially, I wanted to make him look like as if he ripped through his clothing, which I think his clothes represent that pretty well. If you want to know what I'm wearing, all my gear, all my stats, and stuff like that, all of that will be at the end of the video, but I do hope that you guys will stay tuned for the invasions, because I really like these invasions. They're fun. They're fun little invasions. That being said, I hope you guys will also consider subscribing and liking and all that fun stuff. I make a ton of PvP builds. I will be remaking all of my builds because I lost them all. For now, this is just a quick and dirty level 20 character that I just put some time into. Yeah. So I wanted to make him look like he was a man who transformed into a werewolf and ripped out of his clothes. So he's wearing like the gold mask rags. He's wearing the blood-soaked Bachebada. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Bachetas, something like that. And he has on the sorcerer's leggings, which look like wrappings. And of course, he has the black wolf mask on. Which, be honest, guys. All right, be honest. The black wolf mask. We all know what it truly is, right? It's not. It's not some fucking wolf mask that we just found on the side of a tower. It's not. You get it after you kill Blythe. You know what that means? Come on, guys. You guys know what that means. As much as we all love Blythe, we killed him and we ripped his head off and we stuck it on top of our head. That's what happened. I mean, even if you look at the mask, it looks bloodied. It looks like it's literally his severed head and we're just wearing it. It's a dark thought. I'm sorry that I put that dark thought into your brain, but it's what it is, man. It's what it is. It's what it is. So yeah, I kind of, the good thing about the Bloodhound Claws is that they don't really have a lot of stat requirements. They only require 15 dex. So what I did was I picked Vagabond. I got Radagon's Sword Seal. And then I dumped every single point that I possibly can into Vigor. So I ended up with a ton of Vigor, and I have talismans that boost my Vigor. So fun fact, for most of these clips, I only have 2 talisman slots, but yesterday I decided that I wanted to get 4, so I killed a bunch of bosses, a bunch of late game bosses at level 20. I ended up having to kill the Red Wolf of Radagon. I had to kill Renala. I had to kill the Tree Sentinel, and I had to kill Godfrey, the Golden Godfrey that you kill in the capital, to get all the talisman pouches. I had already killed Godric because I did Vare's questline, so he kind of is required for Vare's questline. That's why I killed Godric. So yeah, some of these clips I have 2 talisman slots, and some of these clips I have 4. And you'll see every talisman that I used at the end of the video. So yeah, the idea behind this build is that you don't really have to put a lot of points into your weapon. You just put all your points into Vigor. And then, you know, it has inherent bleed on it. You buff it with bleed grease. That being said, bleed really did get nerfed. You can feel it. Like I said, my weapon has inherent bleed on it. And it, even when I buff it with bleed grease, I don't instant bleed somebody. Which is fair because I don't have a ton of points into arcane. And, overall bleed just got nerfed. A lot of the time they will actually roll my bleed and just escape all the damage. That being said, the weapon itself, Bloodhound Claws, you get it from the Bloodhound Knight in Volcano Manor. It requires 10 strength and 15 dex to use, I'm pretty sure. The only reason I chose these claws over the hook claws is because they're called the Bloodhound Claws, and I figured, you know, they're more wolf-like, so I'll choose them. It had nothing to do with Bloodhound Step, which is the Ash of War on the weapon. It's Bloodhound Step. I would have picked these claws with any Ash of War. I didn't strictly pick them because they have Bloodhound Step on them. Bloodhound Step is a controversial Ash of War. A lot of people like it, a lot of people hate it. It took them a long time to fucking nerf it. It was insane how long it took them to get rid of Bloodhound Step. If you don't know, nowadays you can't spam Bloodhound Step. You can still use it to get out of situations, which is what I mostly use it for. I don't use it for being aggressive a lot of the time. I mainly use it to like just roll away or just get away real quick. So that's what I kind of use it for. Also using a couple curved swords, the Beastman curved sword as well as the Scavenger sword. You think would be decent, it's not really. By the way, all the damage that you see in this video, you think it's bad, but that was mainly my fault. So I have a dex talisman that's boosting my dex by 5. Radagon's also boosted your dex, by the way. And then I went and got the dex knot tier from Laernia, and I literally forgot to put it in my flask. So every time you see me use my flask, the only thing that's in there is healing. That's it. My physic flask, that is. My damage would be better if I remembered to put the fucking Dex Knock tier in there. The next time you see this character, he will have that tier in his flask. I really can't believe I did that. It was pretty stupid of me. My damage would have been so much better. So yeah, we have the curved swords. I think I have a clip of me using the Bloodhound Fang as well. Again, I only used it because it had the name Bloodhound in it. As well as the Beastman curved sword. The Scavenger curved sword looks pretty aesthetically pleasing too. It looks like a sword that's just been rusted or gnawed on or something like that. I don't know. I imagine this werewolf chews everything, not just people. Maybe he chewed on the Scavenger's curved sword. I don't know. This fucking video is so damn long-winded. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not used to talking this long, so so yeah, kind of losing my voice a little bit here talking like this. This guy has Loretta Slash on his spear. You could already tell that he didn't get that naturally. I can't remember when you get Loretta Slash. Is it the first Loretta fight or the second? I want to say it's the first. That being said, this guy definitely didn't fucking go to the Carrion Manor. There's no way. And he definitely hadn't gone to the fucking Talent Tree yet. I had a comment ask me a while ago, why are people making level 20 invasion builds? Well, because level 10 to 15 hosts, they tend to summon level 700s to help them carry them through the game. So why would there not be invaders to, you know, frowned upon this? Invasions are a mechanic in the game. It's meant to make the game a little bit more balanced. At least that's how I kind of see invasions, right? Because what is an invader, really? It's another player coming into your game. We know this, right? But to me, an invader is like just another enemy being added to the map. I mean, there's NPC invaders. They're enemies, right? They're enemies being added to the map. The fucking blood damage from fucking Moonveil Katana, by the way. Yeah. Did you guys see that right there? I thought that was really strange what happened. So this build that I'm running has 0 fucking poise whatsoever. It has a light roll with 0 poise. That guy staggered me with the R2 of the Moonveil Katana and then immediately went into an R1 and it hit me with both of them. And I don't really know how he did that. Like, it was not even a second later, he fucking R2 R1'd into an unsheath. Like, it even takes a second for you to sheath your blade. It seemed like it took him like no time at all to sheath his blade. So I don't know if that was latency there or what it was. He staggered me twice with 2 weapon arts. I don't know how the fuck he did that. And then of course when the host is dead, then or when the summon is dead, then what does the host do? So shockingly enough, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me, but I tend to play worse when it's a 1v1 versus a host doesn't know what he's doing. I'd rather be fighting a fucking summon that has Moonveil than a fucking host who don't know what he's doing, because people who don't know what they're doing, they literally just hit R1, and I'm such an idiot that I will just run into it every time. This guy has Mogwin's Spear. He's about to go fucking murder Godric with Mogwin's Spear. I think he ends up killing this troll, but I'm not really sure. The host, he has, I forgot what they're called. The fucking swords that the damn grafted Scion drops. Now here's a question, right? Do you think that host killed grafted Scion on his first try? Or do you think he, you know, he had him drop for him? If I can predict, I would say that I would love to give this guy, the benefit of the doubt and say that he killed the grafted Scion on his first try. He don't seem like that bad of a player. Maybe his friend just wanted to help him, you know? So, let me summon me for Godric, man. I'm bored. I don't know. The way he's playing seems alright to me. Even though he got hit by a backstab right there. God, my fucking voice is going. Give me a second, guys. Damn. I never had to fucking pause the recording just to fucking cough and clear my fucking throat real quick. This is like the longest voiceover video that I've done so far, I think. But it's because I have a lot of clips. So yeah, this build is this build is like really my only completed invasion build at the moment. I'm working really hard on my Moonlight Knight. He's almost done. I think I just have to kill Loretta, maybe kill Melania with him. I don't know yet if I want to do that. Maybe I will just for fun. Melania is a fun fight. I really like Melania. I need to unlock the Halleck tree. I need to unlock the Consecrated Snowfield. And yeah, once I do that, then I'll feel comfortable starting to invade on him. The idea behind him is that he's level 166 right now. The idea behind that is that you get people who are in the meta range from 140 to 200. People who are going to... okay, so people finish the game around 140, 150. If you kill every boss in the game, and you know, you use your souls or whatever, that's about the level like most majority of people want to end on. And the idea is that when the DLCs come out, people are gonna start the DLCs in that level range, and it'll be easier to invade the DLCs at that level range than any other. So you get the 140, 150 meta, and then you get people right now who are going up to 200 to start invading in. So 166 actually hits the meta, and it hits a little bit over the meta at 200. So it's a pretty decent range, at least in theory. It's not my theory, it's something that I think could work, so that I'm going to try out on my Moonlight Knight. As soon as that build is done, back to where it used to be. which was a character that used the Dark Moon Greatsword and Night Sorceries with a pocket Moonveil on the side. Everybody has a pocket Moonveil, right? I guess. These fucking bozos, though, they really wanted my skin, bro. Look at them. This boy is using the stone brick hammer. I really wanted to use the stone brick hammer when the game came out, but I never found the weapon until it was too late, which is unfortunate. But you know, it is what it is. This guy is swinging willy-nilly at me. I don't remember how this clip ends, so I'm kind of watching it with you guys, to be honest. Yeah. Looks like we're swinging. I don't think this host knew that you could press R2 with Bloodhound Fang and get a follow-up attack, because he never did it, I don't think. At least I don't remember him doing it. How did he survive that? How did he survive that? I think he didn't have any HP right here. I started throwing knives at him. He dodged them all, though, like a fucking maniac. I don't know why I didn't just throw a knife at him right there. Yeah. Believe that's the end of that clip. Alright, guys. Thank you for watching this long video, my introduction back to invasions at my level 20 wolfman build that I'm calling. Here's all my gear, stats, and everything like that. That being said, guys, I hope you guys will subscribe, like the video, all that fun stuff. And take care of yourselves. I'll see you later, and farewell. Fare thee well.